Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, it's really good to have you with us. Right, Tram Museum. I didn't go to town on the base. I was going to paint the individual cobblestones, but I didn't. So after an initial priming with black primer, I just went over them with a grey and then picked out some individual cobbles, not many, just with a variety of colours. But I wanted to keep it simple. I didn't want the base to overtake the scene, if you like. So while that's painting, let's just have a quick recap for any new people that are here. This is the MiniArt 135th European tram car, and I wanted to do it in a different way. Lots of people do it in a like a street scene, um, and I just wanted to push myself out of my comfort zone because I don't really do clean builds normally. So this is a uh, tram museum setting, and the tram is going to be sort of semi-restored, I guess. Um, Here are the individual cobblestones going down. Quite a clean build. There is some wear and tear on the insides, um, but to me, it's all about storytelling. This piece. I almost wanted the tram to become a backdrop to what was going on with the figures that I'm going to be putting in the foreground. And it's those figures that are going to be telling the story of a busy, bustling, uh, popular tram museum. And the only thing that Cobbles lacked, I felt, was just something in between them, acting as a bit of mortar. So this is VMS brick, dust and pebbles, and I'm just using the dust, putting that on into the gaps, and then fixing it with ballast freeze. And then finally, the last thing that was required was the tracks, and these are just painted in a steel color, and it's my favorite steel color, which comes from Vallejo, and it's in their metal color range. So let's start building the scene. Here's let's say that unusually the backdrop. Here's the tram in the Persol colours, and obviously that goes at the back of the scene, and then into the front of that we can build all the characters that are going to make it interesting. Everything was stuck down with super glue. And here you go, the first elements. So that's a little information board about the tram and a bench. It wasn't actually the bench that came with the kit, but I already had one that I was going to use. Um, and there's my first character. I'll come on to the characters later, but for now you can just see them going in. So at the heart of the scene, I wanted there to be a family. In this case, it was two grandparents and their grandchildren. So there's a little wistful looking boy looking up in awe at the big tram. And then behind him will be going his grandfather, who's going to be pointing out a little obscure part of the tram suspension. If you're not sure how I made these figures, and they were all sort of designed by me, um, but I've used AI and a 3D printer to create these figures. Um, some of them stood up, some of them fell over. All these figures, and in fact all the figures from my videos, are available to download on my Cults 3D page, and I also have some available for sale as printed figures on my Etsy shop if you live in the UK. Uh, for now, I'm just using blue tack just to get them in the right position, and then once I'm happy with them, I will come in with the super glue and stop them falling over. So, welcome to the Tram Museum. You'll see from the map that we are in the electric tram hall. And here's a really good example of an electric tram from Germany in the 1940s. Here you can see Dave giving his talk about the tram, and you can see rusty plastic watching on. Here we see an elderly couple with their grandchildren. Some people are really engrossed in what they're seeing, others maybe aren't as interested. So I think you'll agree that the tram is really acting like a backdrop to the scene, as everyone else is busy getting on with looking around the museum, and it's really the characters and the figures that are really selling the story of this diorama. There it is from a bit further away, and you can see the layouts. I'm really happy with that. I think it's come out really well. I think the figures, as I say, really sell it. And there's lots of nice little cameos around the scene, even though it's not very big. They all tell their own little part of the story. Let me know what you think, guys. I'd really be interested in if you like this sort of thing. As I say, it's a complete tangent for me, because as I'm sure you know, I normally do rusty stuff. So yeah, I would be really interested to hear what you think. So there you go, something a bit different from me for a change. I think next time we will get back into rusty trucks. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so, and I look forward to seeing you again. Bye for now. Bye.